Welcome to What Longs? This is the official Week 5 recap where we reveal the answers to Season 1 questions from question 25 through question 31. Are you ready to join the 7% club? Then let's see how many you got right. Only 7% of people get this right. Which sport is known as America's pastime? Is it A, football, B, basketball, C, baseball, or D, hockey? Comment your answers below to join the 7% club. It's not hockey. While it's beloved in places like Detroit and Chicago, hockey's true heartland is north of the border in Canada. It's not football, even though it's the most popular modern sport in the US today, with the Super Bowl being practically a national holiday. The title of America's pastime belongs to a game with much deeper roots. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not basketball. Invented by James Naismith in 1891, it grew rapidly thanks to schools and the NBA, but it's still a younger sport that became globally dominant only in the late 20th century. The correct answer is baseball. The phrase America's pastime first appeared in the 1850s, when baseball unified people from all walks of life, from rural towns to bustling cities. It became the soundtrack of summer, with players like Babe Ruth, Jackie Robinson, and Hank Aaron turning it into a national tradition. Baseball has mirrored American history, from segregation and integration to expansion and innovation, making it more than just a sport, but a symbol of the American spirit itself. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments. Remember, if you don't comment your answer for the current short before the next short is released, we can't count it. So don't just think it, comment, and join the 7% club. Only 6% of people get this right. Tom Holland began his career performing in which musical? Is it A, Les Miserables, B, Billy Elliot the Musical, C, The Phantom of the Opera, or D, Matilda the Musical? Comment your answers below to join the 7% club. It's not Les Miserables, one of the longest-running musicals in history, packed with powerhouse ballads and revolutionary drama. Many young British actors got their start there, but Holland wasn't one of them. It's not The Phantom of the Opera. This Andrew Lloyd Webber classic has been captivating audiences for decades, but it's an opera-driven show. Holland's early career leaned more on dance and movement than soaring vocals. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not Matilda the Musical. Though it's another hit West End show about a gifted child, it premiered in 2010, several years after Tom Holland had already moved on from the stage. The correct answer is Billy Elliot the Musical. Holland trained for years in ballet and acrobatics before landing the title role on London's West End at just 12 years old. The story follows a boy who discovers a love for dance in a coal mining town, and that same mix of grace and athleticism helped Holland later embody Spider-Man's agile, acrobatic. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments. Did you get it right? Only correct comments left before the next short is released counts toward the 7% club, so don't miss your shot to join the 7% club. Only 5% of people get this right. What is the largest species of shark? Is it A, the great white shark, B, the whale shark, C, the tiger shark, or D, the bull shark? Comment your answer below. It's not the tiger shark, though it's one of the ocean's most feared predators. Nicknamed the garbage can of the sea for eating almost anything, it only reaches about 15 feet in length. Impressive, but nowhere near the size of our true giant. It's not the great white shark, probably the most famous of them all, reaching up to 20 feet and weighing several tons. Great whites are apex hunters, but they're still dwarfed by the gentle giant that tops our list. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not the bull shark. These powerful swimmers are unique because they can live in both saltwater and freshwater. They've even been found in rivers hundreds of miles inland. But at around 11 feet long, they're built for toughness, not size. The correct answer is the whale shark. Despite the name, it's not a whale. It's a true shark and the largest fish on Earth. Whale sharks can grow over 40 feet long and weigh as much as 20 tons. Yet they feed only on tiny plankton. They glide peacefully through warm tropical waters, reminding us that size doesn't always mean danger. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments. We had some great guesses this round, but if you didn't comment, it doesn't count. No comment means no recognition. Want your name in the 7% club next week? You know what to do? Only 4% of people get this right. What is the smallest sovereign country in the world? Is it A, Monaco, B, San Marino, C, Vatican City, or D, Liechtenstein? Comment your answer below. It's not Monaco. Though it's tiny at just over 0.7 square miles, it's actually the second smallest country on Earth. Famous for luxury, yachts, and the Monaco Grand Prix, it packs over 36,000 people per square mile, making it the most densely populated nation, but not the smallest. It's not San Marino. Located in northern Italy, San Marino is one of the world's oldest republics, dating back to the year 301 AD. It's small, about 24 square miles, but that's still roughly 100 times larger than the real answer. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not Liechtenstein. This alpine microstate sits between Switzerland and Austria. It's beautiful and tax-friendly, but at nearly 62 square miles, it's far too large to take the crown for smallest country. The correct answer is Vatican City, an independent city-state entirely surrounded by Rome. Vatican City is home to the Pope and serves as the spiritual and administrative center of the Roman Catholic Church. It has its own passports, currency, and post office, all within an area smaller than New York's Central Park. Despite having fewer than 1,000 residents, its influence stretches worldwide. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments. Remember, if you don't comment your answer for the current short before the next short is released, we can't count it. So don't just think it, comment, and join the 7% club. Only 3% of people get this right. What year did the Berlin Wall fall? Was it A, in 1987? B, in 1989, C, in 1991, or D, in 1993? Comment your answer below. It's not 1991, though that year is often associated with the collapse of the Soviet Union. The Berlin Wall had already fallen 2 years earlier. By 1991, Germany was reunified and the Soviet Union itself was dissolving. It's not 1987. That's when US President Ronald Reagan gave his famous speech at the Brandenburg Gate, saying, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall." Those words became a rallying cry, but it would take 2 more years before it actually happened. And it's think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not 1993. By then, the Berlin Wall was long gone, and Germany was already rebuilding as a united nation. In fact, the site where the wall once stood had begun transforming into a symbol of peace and unity. The correct answer is 1989. On November 9th, 1989, after 28 years of dividing East and West Berlin, the wall finally came down. What began as a mix-up in a press conference quickly turned into a flood of people crossing checkpoints and celebrating freedom. The fall of the Berlin Wall didn't just reunite a city, it united a country and changed the course of world history. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments. Did you get it right? Only correct comments left before the next short is released counts toward the 7% club, so don't miss your shot to join the 7% club. Only 2% of people get this right. What part of the cell produces energy? Is it A, the nucleus, B, the ribosome, C, the mitochondria, or D, the cytoplasm? Comment your answer below. It's not the nucleus. That's the command center of the cell, storing DNA and controlling which genes get turned on or off. But it doesn't generate energy itself. It's not the ribosome. Those tiny structures are like the cell's factories, building proteins that keep the cell running, but they don't provide the power. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not the cytoplasm. That's the jelly-like substance filling the cell, where many chemical reactions take place, but it's more of a workspace than an energy source. The correct answer is the mitochondria. These bean-shaped organelles take nutrients like glucose and oxygen and convert them into ATP, adenosine triphosphate, the molecule that powers nearly every process in your body. Fun fact, mitochondria have their own DNA, separate from the cell's nucleus, which suggests they were once independent organisms billions of years ago before forming a partnership with larger cells. In other words, they're ancient power plants that evolved to live inside us, fueling every heartbeat, breath, and thought you have. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments. We had some great guesses this round, but if you didn't comment, it doesn't count. No comment means no recognition. Want your name in the 7% club next week? You know what to do? Only 1% of people get this right. What was the first music video ever played on MTV? Is it A, Take On Me, B, Thriller, C, Hungry Like the Wolf, or D, Video Killed the Radio Star? Comment your answer below. It's not Thriller, that's Michael Jackson's groundbreaking 1983 masterpiece that redefined what music videos could be. While it became MTV's most iconic video later on, it wasn't the first to air. It's not Take On Me. a-ha's 1985 hit is famous for its rotoscope-style animation blending live action and sketches, making it one of the most creative videos ever made. But it came several years after MTV launched. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not Hungry Like the Wolf. Duran Duran's Jungle Adventure music video helped cement MTV's visual identity in the early 80s, but it didn't kick things off. It built on the momentum the first video started. The correct answer is Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles. When MTV went live on August 1st, 1981, the network's very first words were, "Ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll." Then this song played, symbolically ushering in the era where visuals became as important as sound. The irony, the song's title perfectly predicted MTV's influence. It really did change the music world forever. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments. Remember, if you don't comment your answer for the current short before the next short is released, we can't count it. So don't just think it, comment, and join the 7% Club. Let's give a round of applause to our Season 1 7% Club members. Let's also give a round of applause to our Season 1 7% Club Early Bird members. Finally, let's give a round of applause to our Season 1 7% Club Streakers members. And that's it for Week 5. How many did you get right out of these 7 daily Week 5 questions? Drop your score in the comments. Did you join our 7% Club, 7% Club Early Birds, or 7% Club Streakers? Don't forget, new quizzes drop daily on Duh, What, Shorts, and we'll be back next Monday with answers, fun facts, and more shoutouts to new 7% Club members for Week 6 here on Duh, What, Longs. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Take care, and don't get too mad at our quizzes for stumping you.